these are the people we should be learning about. This is why the United Kingdom is so great. Did you know slavery exists today? Yes, it does. And it may not exist in the UK, but it exists all across the globe. Now, I cannot name one Christian or Christian country that advocates and agrees with slavery. The Bible speaks against it, right? Because there was slavery in the Old Testament, right? And there was laws and boundaries and everything put in place to stop slaves being mistreated and everything. By the New Testament, it was completely outlawed. It's against the words of Jesus. It's against his teachings. But I can tell you, there are slaves today in mostly Islamic countries. And especially the Yadazi, is that what they called?
Yadazi, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it's the Yadazi, and they're Kurdish women and children that have been kidnapped by Muslims, and they've been kept as slaves. A lot of them sex slaves, but there's definitely slavery going on. Now, the issue I've got with this, okay, I obviously disagree with slavery. But if you can elevate one religion as a peaceful religion and yet they advocate for slavery, right? Now, bearing in mind that British law says you can't keep slaves here. So that's why they don't keep slaves here. But if you are in an Islamic country that advocates for it, then you can do it. I don't know one Christian nation that advocates for slavery. Now, if we knew our history, folks, which a lot of people, for some reason, don't do research and don't understand history anymore, maybe it's the education system, which is shockingly bad right now. But if we knew about William Wilberforce and what he did back in the 1700s for this nation, he was a parliamentarian. He was an MP in Parliament. He had an encounter which kind of changed his whole life, changed the way that he looked upon things, and it caused him to convert to evangelical Anglicanism. Bit of a mouthful. But in that encounter, he had a conversion over to evangelicalism. And his eyes were opened to the injustices of the slavery movement that was mostly out in the States at that time. So he decided that we can't do this anymore. We have to abolish it. And he managed to overturn slavery. I mean, these are the people we should be learning about. This is why the United Kingdom is so great. Because you get people like William Wilberforce who comes along, sees an injustice that doesn't match what Jesus is saying in the Bible, and abolishes something that is dreadful and plagues us to this day. Allowing people to have slaves is disgusting. Right? So please, look at your history. It's why Britain is so great. These historical figures are just wonderful people. And we need more William Wilberforces. We need more people to speak out. And this is why I love Bishop Tyrion Dwyer, who is speaking out on these things. And it's going global at the minute, but it's definitely taking the UK by force because he's not putting up with the nonsense outside of Scripture. We need to get back to Christianity because Christianity is kind of the navigation for Britain to make sure that we don't fall into these stupid things like slavery. It's terrible. So don't look to the right, don't look to the left, look up Britain.